I'll call the meeting to order at this time. And if, Joe, can you lead us in the flag salute? It's American flag, not the Italian one.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sue, you want to lead us in the invocation?
Father, we are so blessed to be here tonight, and we've had a very good year, and we've just been so thankful that this council has worked so hard to benefit the residents of this community. And we know that the year coming up will be just as good as this one is. And we thank you for all the people who have come out tonight, and we just praise the name. We just thank you so much for everything you do for us on a daily basis. Amen.
Amen.
I can go.
Okay, at this time, I will have a roll call, please.
Councilmember Schultz?
Here.
Councilmember Canada?
Here.
Councilmember Heckerman?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Prida?
Here.
Mayor Chaidez?
Here.
You have a quorum?
Thank you. Yeah, okay. All right. I guess we have some presentations. And we're going to go down there and
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
Oh, we'll go down and hold your hand.
Do you mean that there's a chance that I might not be the mayor anymore? Oh, dare to say. Oh, okay. Well, I could make some comments now, right?
Yes.
I can do that now. Okay, everybody. I got to tell you, it's all the pictures that are growing on the side of the wall here are all the mayors for the city of Weingarten. And when we first started this endeavor back in '99, we had talked about how other cities would hassle each other about who would be the mayor. And it was an egotistical, political, I guess you'd say, brawl. Oh, who wanted to be the mayor? But I got to tell you a little bit about about the history of this council. Okay, I told them I want to see all your pictures up on the wall, and to do that, we got to get an agreement somehow, some way that we rotate this mayoralship so that all of us get a chance to be the mayor. I don't want anybody egos bruised, and they want their egos bruised. I want everybody to get along, and it turned out that everybody found the formula to do that. And nobody fights, nobody's egos gets bruised, nobody's, feelings get hurt. Everybody feels good about what they're doing. And we got a pretty happy city council because of that. And as far as I'm concerned, we probably got the best city council this city's ever had. And I got to tell you that these guys are great to be around. They've been a real plus for this city, and they've made all the right decisions. And I think most of the community sees that with a lot of things that they're doing and a lot of things that they have planned for the future. They actually have a vision because we actually have a future, a great future here in the city of Weingarten. And with that, I want to thank my colleagues for putting up with me for the last year as the mayor, and probably the last 6 years as being a council member. So, but now, I got to forewarn them. These guys still put up with me for the next 2 years. Okay, so that's something that's part of when they look at their stipend check, they realize they don't get paid enough. So, and with that. Those are my comments, and tell you that it's been fun, and these guys have been fun to be with, and we do have a darn good city council. Thank you.
Honorable Mayor, we have presentations now, so if the council and you would go down there, Mary Lou Landis from the Tri-Cities Regional Medical Center would like to come up and give a presentation.
First is for you, Ms. Petra. Becoming our new mayor.
There was no violation of the Brown Act on this occasion.
Yeah.
No decisions have been made ahead of time.
You haven't done it yet?
No. we haven't done it.
Well, should I wait on this?
Huh?
Should I wait on this?
No, that was the one that counted. You can say goodbye to me, but
My face is just, come up here, I need to read something to you. Please, sir. You know, you always give out these proclamations, so this afternoon I thought, whoa, it'd be kind of cool, but I didn't know how you got them framed and all that, but I made your proclamation, okay? And John Heckerman said if you have more than 5, that means you're really important, so I really had to work on this one, honey. It says, whereas Tri-City Regional Medical Center wishes to thank Leonard Chaidez, the mayor of Hawaiian Gardens, for his support of quality health care for all the residents of the community, November 2004 to 2005. Whereas Leonard Chaidez was available and supportive of Tri-City Regional Medical Center, whereas Leonard Chaidez listened to health-related concerns of the community, helped facilitate appropriate care, whereas Leonard Chaidez has been an advocate and an example of quality health care in his own personal life. Whereas the staff of Tri-City Regional Medical Center appreciates his dedication and hard work and recognizes also that all work and no play is not healthy. Whereas it is time for some play, and we present you with a fishing basket and a monogram fishing pole with our love and sincere appreciation, Art Garrick and the staff at Tri-City Hospital. You have a fishing pole that says Leonard Chaidez, Mayor, 2005. A fishing basket that I had a lot of help getting this stuff with that is full, and you can play with that from now till Christmas.
wow.
You know we love you. Petra? Let's turn it this way. So.
All right. My wife will be thrilled knowing that I got more fishing. Me, I can never have enough.
Honorable Mayor, we also have a presentation from LA County Supervisor, 4th District Don Kanabe's office.
I seen Aaron Stiver, I thought I'd done something wrong.
No, you did something right. Want me to come up this way? I don't know what to. Well, it's always my pleasure to be here on behalf of Supervisor Kanabe to make a proclamation to Mayor Chaidez. One of the few mayors I've ever seen. All the mayors always complain that they gain so much weight when they're mayor because they have to go to so many chicken dinners. He's the only mayor at the end of his term who weighs less than he started. So congratulations on a successful year for many reasons then.
No, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Certainly.
All those chicken dinners, I guess you get tired of them.
We also have a presentation from Assemblyman Rudy Bermuda's office.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council, and members of the community. My name is Gloria Perlas Polito, and I'm honored to be here on behalf of Assemblyman Rudy Bermudez' office to also honor Mayor Leonard Chaidez. He's done a good job this year representing the city and being an advocate, and it's always a pleasure working with him. As you all know, he's always insightful, and he always tells it like it is. So on behalf of Assemblyman Rudy Bermudez, I would like to present him with a certificate of recognition for all the hard work that he's done this past year. Thank you and congratulations.
The next presentation will be from the clerk's department, so you all can be seated if you'd like to. Oh, okay. Not until after you do that. Yes. Just a second. As you know, last year we decided to bring back the tradition of making a mayor's scrapbook, and I had in mind just a cheesy scrapbook, but my department doesn't do cheesy. And so basically they made a lovely scrapbook last year, and this one is very lovely also. I'm going to tell you right now, each mayor only gets one scrapbook this kind, and then we're going back to my kind. But we had a lot. Well, Mayor Chaidez would come in and he'd say, here, put this in my scrapbook. I'd say, no, we choose what goes in your scrapbook. So Antonia Barrera and Lucy Colombo did the scrapbook. I just said, oh, that looks good. And Bashir Mateen did the video, so I hope you enjoy it.
Okay. See, Petra probably told you to do that.
So here is your mayor's book,
Oh, great,
thick
great.
book. You can get it
Hold it
later.
for me, I get it later.
And also, all the tapes that were used tonight, are going to give to you. That's your
Great.
little basket.
No.
And we have something that was just a gag gift, actually, but we wanted to do a before and after for you. So we got a little picture with you when you started and when you ended.
See what this place does to you?
That's all right.
All right. Looks like it's something that's going to go up in the cabin. I don't watch that. It weighs a little. You know? Oh, that's great. I want to make sure that don't break. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Had a great year. And like I say, couldn't have done it without, actually, couldn't have done it without the commissioners and the city council and the staff. So I want to thank you all for this great year. And hey, it's time to move ahead, okay, like it always is. It's time to move on. And with that, we'll come to item number 4, and that's the reorganization of the city council. And I'll hand the gavel over to,
The one time a year I get to get this thing. I'm opening nominations for mayor.
I will nominate Petra Prida.
I'll second.
Okay. Any more nominations?
Move nominations be closed.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Mayor Prida.
Now you can officially pin it on.
You can have a seat. You're in trouble now, folks.
Jesus, I'm way down.
It's a lowrider chair.
She forgot to take her stool with her.
Give me my glasses, please.
Oh. You want these?
No, take mine.
Take those.
Should I have to call the meeting to order?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
All you got to do is take nominations for Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay.
She's getting there.
Okay. Do we have a motion to open nominations for Mayor Pro Temp?
Yeah, I'd like to nominate John Heckerman.
Second.
All in favor?
I'll move that we close nominations.
Okay, we'd like to,
Better move the nomination be closed.
okay.
Yeah. Now you can vote on it. Now you can vote on it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
So ordered.
Stand over here on the end.
Your footstool.
Oh, my footstool. I don't need it. My knees are gonna come up to my chin.
You guys, did you move this one? Did you move this one? Okay.
You want to switch water? I don't think she drank out of hers yet.
She didn't put anything in there, did she?
Madam Mayor, congratulations.
Struggle now.
Thank you.
Okay.
so I start the meeting.
Now you go to oral communications. It's on your second page, oral communications. Wait a minute.
Okay. This is a time. This is a time reserved for members of the audience wishing to speak on items on and on not on the agenda. This period will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Anybody wishing to speak, please step forward and give us your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Gary Smuts. I'm the superintendent of the ABC Unified School District. And on behalf of the school board, Dave Montgomery and Louise Dodson, and we have principal of Feddy Middle School, Paul Gonzalez, and the entire board, we want to congratulate outgoing Mayor Chaidez and incoming Mayor Petra Prida and the entire city council for your support, undying support, long-term support of the schools in the ABC district, the community you serve, not only the students, but the entire community. And so we congratulate you, and we look forward to a continuing relationship. And job well done. And I think what former Mayor Chaidez said, let's look for the next good thing that we're going to do. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Anybody else? There being no one, we now continue with A1, public hearings. Conduct public hearing and adopt resolution numbers 114-2005 and 115-2005, a request submitted by Jose and Veronica Gracian to reduce the side yard setback north and south 3 feet for a second-story addition to an existing single-family residence at 22118 Elaine Avenue, Hawaiian Gardens, California.
Motion to open public hearing.
Second.
So ordered.
No, you.
Take a vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So ordered.
Okay. Would you like a staff report, Mayor?
Yes, please.
Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council, before you are 2 variances for a proposed addition to an existing single-family dwelling unit on Elaine Avenue. The property is right across from Ferguson Elementary School. Basically, there's an existing 862 square foot single-family, single-story home with an existing 2-car garage on the property, and the property owner is wanting to add on a second story of about 1,023 square foot. The purpose of the variance is because the lot is a 25-foot lot. And as you know, it is very difficult to build on these substandard parcels. However, we do have to still continue in this particular case to allow the second story on the existing unit there. And the Planning Commission is recommending approval of the application, and the homeowners are here tonight if you have any questions, and they have agreed to all of the conditions of approval. This is the architectural rendering of the proposed addition on top. As you can see, it's very well articulated, and it'll definitely enhance that area. That concludes the presentation.
Anybody speaking for or against it?
I'll make a motion to close public hearing.
Second. Got a motion and a second to close that public hearing.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to close public hearing.
Discussion.
Any discussion?
Not this time.
All those in favor?
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to close public hearing.
I'll make a motion to accept the staff recommendation.
Second. Got a motion for approval.
We have a motion for approval. Any further discussion on this item? If not, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Okay, item B, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Hawaiian Gardens, County of Los Angeles, State of California, approving a request submitted by Jose and Veronica Gracian to reduce the setback. Okay, we need a motion.
Is this a this is a motion to
resolution.
just accept the staff recommendation, right?
Actually, Madam Mayor, we did, the recommendation was to approve both variance resolutions number 114, 115. Is that correct, Joe? So the council did approve that, Madam Mayor, so we will go to A2.
Okay.
So it's 1160.
Item 2, conduct joint public hearings of the City Council and the Community Redevelopment Agency and adopt resolution number 116225 approving and authorizing the sale of agency development agreement owned property through the execution of a deposition of development agreement number 22503 with Manuel Nava for property located at 22418 Saint Avenue, APN 7069-026-901. This item is joined with RDA agenda item A1. Do have a motion to open public hearing?
Are we going to run concurrent meetings?
Yeah, Madam Mayor, since this is a joint meeting, we'll have, actually, Mr. Chair Chaidez actually open up the RDA because you haven't reorganized that yet. So, Mr. Chair, would you please open up the RDA?
Yes, I'll open up the redevelopment agency meeting at this time. Can we have a roll call, please?
Director Schultz? Here. Director Canada? Here. Director Heckerman?
Here.
Vice Chairman Parita?
Here.
Chairmember Chides?
Here. Okay, we have,
I motion
anything
to
else?
open public hearing.
okay, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Okay, anybody wishing to speak on this item?
Anybody else wants to speak on this item? Please step forward and give us your name and address for the record.
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Say aye.
Motion carries.
And also, just for the record, for the redevelopment agency, can we have a separate vote for that, Mr. Chair?
Right. Don't look at me. We have to reorganize, right?
RDA.
That's right. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking we didn't reorganize, did we?
You're still the head honcho.
Oh, my God. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at her to do it.
That's the council end, now the RDA.
Yeah. And we have a motion, like a closed public hearing, right?
Yep.
So let me have a motion on the item.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the issue? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Item's so ordered.
Thank
This
you, Mr.
time
Chair.
we'll hand over the gavel to the city clerk so she could take nominations for reorganization for the RDA.
I open nominations for a chair member of the RDA.
I'll nominate Petra Prida.
Second.
Any more nominations?
I will move to close nominations.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of Petra Prida?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
Okay. All
Okay,
Now you can get us through this mess.
now you have to go vice chair
The vice chair.
Yeah, the redevelopment.
for redevelopment. You have to go for it. Open nomination for vice chair.
Okay. I entertain a motion to open nomination for Mayor Pro Temp for Vice Chair.
I'll nominate John Heckerman as vice chair.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
No closing nominations there.
No, no. Think this is a railroad?
That's cool.
Okay. All right.
We'll go back to the city council agenda, right?
Three.
We're now back
Joint
on city
public
council,
hearing.
right? Oh, still have a
Right.
joint? No, okay.
So, yeah, A3, right?
A3.
Okay. A3, conduct joint public hearings of the City Council of the Community Redevelopment Agency, RDA, and adopt resolution number 117225, approving and authorizing the sale of agency-owned properties through the execution of a deposition and development agreement number 22504 with Galaxy Builder and Electrical Company for properties located at 22402 Violeta Avenue, 7069027-903, and 22404 Violeta Avenue, 7069027-901, and 22406 Violeta Avenue, 7069027-900. This item is joined with RDA agenda item 82.
Motion to open public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Public hearing is now opened. Anybody wishing to speak, please step forward and give us your name and address for the record.
Oh boy. It is interesting standing up here in front of you guys. I commend you for your job well done. My name is Juan Gomez, and my address is 22410 Violeta Avenue. And I'm here in regards to the sale of these properties because I own the lot to the south of these three properties. And I've been... I need to gather my strength. I've been trying to talk to the staff regarding the future of my property, being it's a 25-foot lot. I would like to develop it, but then I've seen that there are 3 lots right next to it. I propose that we divide them into 2 50-foot lots. And it seems that we haven't been able to come to an agreement or somewhere that the agency, city, and us be satisfied with. So I propose, I have a letter here that I'd like to submit as testimony. On the letter, I state that I wish that for this resolution to be postponed till further discussions. I need to discuss with staff, and I need the council to hear my proposal. And once you've heard it, then we can reconvene and have a new discussion on the issue. I hope you guys will consider my petition. I feel that I deserve a chance to be heard. Thank you. Should I just step away? Or
Why don't
like
you
to
stay up
ask?
there for a little bit,
Very good.
okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's the ninth inning. It's 2 out, and the count's 3-2.
Oh, my daughter was on that game just the
I
other
mean,
day.
I want to know, where were you 2 years ago?
Did you see the game this past Sunday between Fresno and USC? It was just like that.
I mean, you know,
I'm
what's
sorry.
happened? You realize, Mr. Gomez, at this point in time, what I'm trying to tell you is that, you know, it's the ninth inning and 2 outs and 3-2. I mean, we're this thing has gone on for a while now. We've negotiated a, you know, disposition and development agreement. We're in the middle of probably coming up with some kind of agreement to sell the 3 properties, make a minimum lot size of 37.5, and put up two.
Yes, I understand.
You know, how long have these properties been sitting next to your property?
I wish we could have a discussion, if we can extend this hearing so we can have a discussion with this council. I can explain the reasons, and but if you can't do that, and then we'll just go ahead and continue.
Well, let me ask you a
with the
question. How
process.
long have you owned your property, sir?
Since 1985.
1985.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't know what to tell you. Just tell you that, you know, if you've been there since 1985, why are you coming up now? I mean, it just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean,
If you read the letter, you know, I wish you would just reconsider what it's written on the paper, and then we can have a discussion about it.
well, I've read your paper. I mean, your paper really, your paper really doesn't say too much about what you were doing since 1985 till now for the last 22 years or so, or 21 years.
There are legal issues that I would like to discuss with the council or staff if necessary, unless you want me to speak, you know, have the discussion right now. I'm asking for time to present my case so you can hear me. The properties, see, the reason I'm here is because the property, okay, I don't want you or me to rush into a decision that is going to affect me. I have vested interest in the city. I was not consulted in regards to the development of these lots. When I asked, there was no chance for me. Now I feel powerless. There was never an announcement, and there are legal issues that we need to discuss. All I'm asking is more time so the staff and I, along with you, we can come up with, we can find a solution to this. We're working with it. We just need more time.
Well, Mr. Gomez, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're too late in the game.
If
Okay.
that's your decision, and then I'll just have to,
It's my personal decision that you're too late in the game. You've sat on this property since 1985, and now that we're going to develop it, okay, you're coming up here the very day you're having a public hearing to develop this property.
yes.
20 years
I'm sorry,
later.
if you read the letter, it's been over 3 months. I know it's not the same thing as 2 years, but I've been here before. Now, your opinion, I hear your opinion. Okay, my request is that we need to extend this decision. We need to delay this decision till we have a discussion on it. The reason is because the interest of the redevelopment agency is to create 50-foot lots. Now, if I build, if you do not allow me to present my case, you're going to have 2 37.5 lots and a 25-foot lot, 3 substandard lots, instead of having 2 50-foot lots with 2 houses, which will reduce the density, that's what the agency is trying to do, and it'll make a better housing for everyone.
Well, Mr. Gomez, let me tell you, the discussion's probably going to be at heated length, okay? I'm going to tell you that the goal of the agency is not to not to have 50-foot lots, because we have a number of 50-foot lots. There's just 2 and 3 on a lot, okay? So, whether it's a 50-foot lot or not, the goal of the agency is to reduce the density of the city. We have 15,000 people on 9/10 of a square mile, okay? We can't help it what happened in the past, but we can correct it for now, okay?
Yes, I agree with you.
Whether you want a 50-foot lot is irregardless to me. If you want to talk about putting 2 units on your 50-foot lot or 3 units on your 50-foot lot, I think that's a question that we would have, a big question we would have, because it wouldn't do us any good to turn around and discuss those issues, okay? We know that we can put 2 single-family homes on 37.5 feet each, okay? We know we got that. It's like a bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush, okay? The bird's in our hand right now, okay? And whether we're going to discuss with you about, what you're going to do with your 50-foot lot, that'll be at length. And the city just doesn't, this has gone on for some time, and so you have to understand that you had ample time to do something about this situation. And if you would have come to us long ahead of time,
Yes.
we probably would have been sympathetic to you, Mr.
The
Gomez.
staff and I, we've had a discussion, and I understand your point of view. Okay, the reason I'm here is because I need to be heard. I feel powerless, and if that's the way it's going to happen, if I don't have any support, and then
Well, you've been powerless since 1985 because you haven't said anything.
okay, so
you've created your powerlessness, Mr. Gomez,
then
okay?
if that's the case, and then somebody else would have to.
You want to find somebody to blame, go walk inside that bathroom and look in a mirror. 'Cause
Somebody
you know
else
what?
would
You're
have to
sitting there since
listen to us.
1985. You haven't done a thing.
If you will not listen to my request, and then we'll have somebody else listen to our arguments.
Good. Thank you.
I have no other choice. You're leaving me no other option.
Good. What can I tell you? Take your best shot, buddy. Okay?
I'm not
All I can do is tell you, hey, you know what? You're late in the ball game. You've been there since 1985. I can't do anything about it.
Your resolution, your response.
Hmm?
Your response.
That's it. What can I tell you? You're coming too late in the ball game, man.
Okay.
Mayor, can we present a staff report?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Should I just step away?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Honorable Chairperson and members of the agency and mayor and members of the council, as you know, we have 3 25-foot lots on Violetta Avenue. These are properties that are owned by the redevelopment agency, and under the health and safety code sections 33430, 33431, and 33433, the agency is entitled to sell these parcels. Basically, 33430 allows the agency to sell property in the project area. 33431 allows the agency to sell property only after it conducts a public hearing, which we are doing right now. And the matter has been published in a paper of general circulation once a week for 2 consecutive weeks. And 33433 requires an executive summary report, which is attached to the resolution as Exhibit A. Staff has been working with this developer for approximately maybe 2 years under the direction of the redevelopment agency. Not too long ago, we have brought a color rendering to the agency board, as you can see there on your left-hand side. There are two single-family homes, very well articulated, and conventional wood construction with tiled roof. They're about 1,800 square feet. It'll be the first private development that we will do here in the city, which will remain affordable housing. The developer basically has a 45-year covenant that'll be recorded on the property that requires him to sell to a low-income family, and that'll be the first of this kind at the private level. The development is being built to code. It is exempt from CEQA because of the affordability issue. We've had some great lengthy discussions with the developer on the type of architectural features and the terms and conditions of the property. The property is being sold at $134,000. Escrow should open very shortly, and the developer is ready and willing to build these 2 homes. I am aware of the comments that the speaker just made, and he does own the property to the south. He has not come to us up until recently, as indicated in the letter that you have before you. I agree with the council. I have also discussed this at length with the executive director of the redevelopment agency. It's basically a little too late to be rehashing this thing all over again at the bottom of the 9th inning. The developer has a lot of commitment in this project. A lot of resources have been spent. We've asked them to change the design a few times, also because of the affordability issue that we're imposing on the developer. Basically, the staff is recommending approval of the project as presented.
Mayor, I have a question for Joe. Joe, can you please expound a little bit on the process? Because I feel maybe some of our audience or the public out there is unfamiliar with what it takes to actually purchase and develop a property.
Yes.
It doesn't happen overnight. It's a very long process.
It's a very lengthy process. Basically, the agency has possession of property that had acquired years ago, and it has 2 ways of disposing of that property, and the attorney can interject at any time if I speak out of hand. The 2 ways are basically tonight, which is the process that we're following tonight, which is holding the public hearing with the specific developer, and the other process was to send out an RFP process and still go through a public hearing at that time. We've been doing the process as we're doing tonight, which is basically working with a developer that seems fit to the needs, meets the needs of the community, and having a public hearing, having joint public hearings. We've been working on this property for quite some time. Also, because of the Dead End Street project, we weren't sure what was going to be the ultimate design of that road, so we held on to it, because originally this property was bought for the need of a different plan on a Dead End Street. Being that now we have a different plan, we're building the road adjacent to the Long Beach wall. There's no longer a need for this parcel.
Right.
So that's when we discovered that we no longer needed the property. And developers approach us many times, and such as Jose did, and he approached us, and we liked what he had to offer us, and we've been working with him. The speaker came to us way too late in the ball game. I understand what he's trying to say. It makes sense only if he had approached us earlier. We could have done what he's asking us to do. We've given him some other options, some other alternatives. We met with them twice in the last week. The adjacent property is a 25-foot lot. He owns a property adjacent to that as well. He's an absentee landlord where there are 2 units on the property. I'd indicated to him he does not qualify for, it doesn't appear he qualifies for the low-income project because of the income restrictions. He would have to live in it or sell it to a low-income family, and I gave him some data that's published by HUD and didn't really give me an answer. Didn't seem like he qualified because he owns property. Whereas Jose is going to be building low-income housing and selling it to low-income families. So this has been all going on for about 2 years plus now.
So, Madam Mayor and Madam Chair, the other issue, why it's somewhat of an urgency for now for the council, the agency, to approve these documents, and as Joe indicated, we've also been working on a replacement housing program that the city is required to comply with under state law. As Joe pointed out accurately, these properties were originally purchased by the agency during the earlier renditions of the Dead End Street project. Under state law, when we purchased those properties with the housing fund, they're required to be replaced with affordable housing. We have been working, as you know, with trying to get that complied with under state law. We were actually very fortunate to find 2 developers that will be able to hold these properties under the requisite 45 years, which are required to do under state law. So there's an urgency that we get these properties sold and have these properties on the books as affordable housing so that we can comply with and be held accountable under the state law provisions. This will help us dramatically to meet those goals. So we do need to get these replaced and built.
May I speak in regards to his comments?
No.
Very good.
You can have a seat.
Thank you.
Public hearing's closed. Okay.
Do I have a motion to close the joint public hearing?
I'll have a motion. Close it.
Second.
Okay.
The first time. You had ample time to speak the first time. Let it be in the record.
Actually, Madam Chair, the record should reflect that the individual did speak under public hearing. There's no right to have an additional time. So for the record, it'll reflect that the speaker wasn't denied the opportunity to speak initially.
Okay.
A motion, a second?
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay.
Motion carried. Joint public hearings are now closed.
We have to have a motion to approve.
Now make a motion to approve.
Second. Okay, you got a motion and a second to approve this item.
Okay, all those in favor? Any discussion?
Yeah, just, so you understand that, we have to sell this property to somebody who's low income, okay? If you own 2 or 3 properties, you're not going to qualify as low income. So it's going to be a moot subject, okay? That's why this whole thing is kind of ridiculous, okay? I might add, for you people that don't know what this project is, it's part of the Dead End Street project. Your city council reconfigured the Dead End Street project so that it could be more affordable and we could open up these dead end streets for public safety vehicles to go through there, patrol, and for fire engines to get through to these areas where they have difficulty egressing and ingressing in these areas. The Dead End Street project was reconfigured to go along the wall at El Dorado Park, which saved the city a lot of money in construction. Also, the fact that some of these properties, as you see this one here, can be developed, and the monies derived from this also keeps the project down. So it's a situation where we have no other choice but to try to develop these properties for low-income people, because that was our initial reason and rationale for acquiring these properties in the first place, as a redevelopment project in order to develop these projects in an effective manner that was set out by redevelopment agency law. Okay, we can't break the law. Don't ask us to break it, okay? Because we're not going to do it, okay? And understand that that this council also made a decision that the minimum lot size from now on would be 37.5 feet. And how we got that across, why we did that is you could take 3 of these particular 25-foot parcels and split them in half. Instead of having 3 units on 3 separate 25-foot parcels, we could have 2 units on 37.5-foot parcels, and that would lower the density of the city and not make it so dense. And the problem we have is we have these 25-foot lots in our city. So this council has moved toward that end to try to alleviate the density in the city. This is just another action for us to do just that and stay within the confines of the law. Thank you.
Okay, you have a motion and a second. No further discussion. Then call for the vote.
Is there any further discussion on this item?
No.
Okay.
Let's call for the vote.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries.
Madam Chair, can we have a separate vote for the agency? For the record.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right.
Okay, we now go to item B.
C1. No ordinances.
No ordinances at this time. Item C1, resolutions. Adopt resolution number 118-2005, authorizing the acting city administrator or the designated staff members to apply for the Edward Byrne Memorial Grant through the U.S. Department of Justice Office of Justice Programs for fiscal years 2004, 2005 through 2006, 2007.
Motion to waive further reading and adopt Resolution 118, 2005.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. C2, adopt resolution number 119-2005, approving pre-issue warrants and regular warrants in the amount of $172,047.26.
Move it.
Got two moves. I think it'll pass. Want to consider one of those a second then?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Roll call.
roll call.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Schultz?
Yes.
Councilmember Canada?
Yes.
Councilmember Chaidez?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Heckerman?
Yes.
Mayor Prida?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution number 119-2005, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Hawaiian Gardens, County of Los Angeles,
You just did that one.
State of California. Oh, I already did that, I'm sorry.
We're going to,
We're going to consent calendar. D1, Housing Rehabilitation Program Monthly Report for October 2005.
motion to receive and file in its entirety.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Keep up the good work, John.
E1, consideration of potential refinancing of 2000A certificates of participation of COPS.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, Mr. Blazinski will be presenting a staff report regarding this item.
Madam Mayor and members, can I have that mic, thanks. Madam Mayor and members of the City Council, I have before you a staff report related to, we issued, if you'll remember, back in June of 2000, certificates of participation for $4,745,000 at a rate of over 8%. At this time, it seems advantageous to refinance those. Plus, there are a number of capital projects which the council has indicated that they would like to proceed on, and we need additional funds to do that. This particular item here is authorizing me and the staff to go forward in setting up our financing team. And then we've also shown you just as an example of what we could borrow based, what potential borrowings we could have and what the cost would be related to these items. This is just a very simple schedule to give you an idea of what would happen depending on the amount of borrowings we did. At this point, we're not sure how much we can borrow. We're waiting for our appraisals to come in, but I'd like the authorization to go forward to set the team in motion so we can go forward and get this completed. Probably the borrowing, I've been told, would probably be completed around February of next year. Ken Chilton's here from Chilton Associates. All of the parties who have been suggested here have been contacted. We all worked together, if you'll remember, last year when we issued the RDA refinancing tax allocation bonds. And so if you have any questions related to this, I'll be delighted to answer them. What we've basically done is shown you what the cost would be for each of the borrowings at different levels of borrowings in the second page. At this point, we're not sure of exactly how much additional funds we'd need for the projects. We'll be working on that during that same period of time, and we'd come back to you to give you exact amounts that we think that would need to be borrowed in addition to the refinancing of these COPs as they now stand. The one thing I can tell you in this particular case is that to some degree there are economies of scale in borrowing more money. Our cost of issuance goes down because certain of our people who are involved in this are on time and material basis as opposed to commissions. Also, if you'll notice on here, you can see our debt service doesn't change all that greatly if you borrow a little bit more relative to the benefit you'd have of the money to do capital projects at the current time. We're not planning on using any of this money for continuing operations. All this is purely for capital projects. In other words, I don't believe in borrowing to pay for the operations of the city, but when you're borrowing for a project where it's going to be here for 20 or 30 or 40 years, I don't have a problem doing a borrowing like that.
Yeah.
And that would be my kind of recommendation to you as well. So I'd like tonight basically just authorization to go forward with the financing team that's proposed here, and we'll be coming back to you with this as we go further into the process.
Well, I suppose if we at least give you the ability for start the consideration of this and getting the information for us, we can, make that decision then at a later date as to whether we want to follow through completely with it.
That's exactly where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea, and I support it wholeheartedly. And I think that, you're right. When it comes down to getting money for, borrowing in this vein for things that improve the city, like a library and some other capital improvement projects, like parks and things like that our city desperately needs. I think it's very important for us to look at these things, very seriously, so that we can provide the best services to our constituents, and I think that's what's important, for us to do. And so I'm wholeheartely in favor of at least pursuing it, and I guess we can find out how much later on we may be, looking at in the way of
There'd be two considerations in how much we borrow. One will be what the estimates are for the projects, additional projects you'd like to do. That's one. But the other half is the appraisals of what we can borrow. When you issue certificates of participation, you have to use collateral. And we, as you approved a few meetings ago, the appraisal process to go forward, we have not gotten the results of that back yet. That should be coming within the next couple of weeks, and then we'll know what we can borrow against, so that'll tell us what our limits are and stuff. In the last COP, we pledged things that I would never hope we'd ever have to pledge again, like we actually pledged our motor vehicle license fees as collateral, and our credit situation is a lot better than it was back then, and so therefore we won't. We wouldn't have to pledge revenue streams in the future, just actual buildings and land parcels that we own.
That's better.
Yeah. I want to make the motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any discussion?
A little late.
Wait, we already voted.
All right. Okay. Item E1.
No.
Yeah,
E2.
true.
E2.
Presentation of minutes, October 25th, 2005, regular meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Council action.
Let's see. Item 3.
E3, minute order appointment of director and alternate director to the Los Angeles County Sanitation District number 19.
That's
Or
you.
should I appoint?
That's you appointing.
Okay. I'll appoint John. You got it?
If I could interject here, I was on the sanitation district, okay, and when I appointed you, wasn't there a 2-year or 4-year term?
No. On the sanitation district, it's one.
Is it 1-year term?
1 year, yeah.
Okay, I
It's
didn't
on
know.
the vector control.
Vector control, okay, I wasn't sure. All right, cool.
And
I didn't want to screw them up over there.
Okay,
you
John?
want to keep loaded too? You got to have two of them.
That's just what I said. John? And Leonard?
Okay, I don't care.
Sounds good to me.
Unless you guys want to go to Sano.
No, you can go to Sano.
Yeah, you can go to Sano.
You don't want to go to Sano? Okay, you can go to Sano.
Yeah, we'll split back and forth
Okay,
if you
all
want to.
right.
I don't care. If you can't make it, I'll make it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
I'm easy.
okay. Cool.
Maybe I should rephrase that.
You both can go to Sano.
They got good cookies.
Yeah, they have good cookies.
Oh, God.
Nope. To new business. Okay, new business, closed session.
Yes, Madam Mayor, we do have a closed session item, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation under Government Code Section 54956.9, number of cases 1. After we are done with the City Council, the Redevelopment Agency and the Public Housing Authority will adjourn to closed session. Madam Mayor?
Okay.
Staff reports. Staff, ask for staff reports.
Okay, do we, oral staff reports?
Yes, we do, Mayor. Steve, go ahead.
Yes, Madam Mayor and Council, just an invitation from the Human Services Department. On Thursday, December 1st, we're having our annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony, and we'd like to invite all of you to participate in the lighting of our brand new tree that we're having this year. And that's going to be held at 6 o'clock p.m. Just behind you here in the Civic Center middle area. We're going to have local youth entertaining us again this year, along with Santa and Mrs. Claus will be in attendance. And also on Sunday, December 11th, the Hawaiian Gardens Casino is once again hosting their annual Christmas celebration for the local youth, and that'll be held in the C. Robert Lee Activity Center.
December 11th.
December the 11th.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Brita, Steve, can you talk about the program we're reintroducing?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. The Teen Center submitted a proposal to myself, which I presented to Ernesto, about reestablishing the holiday home decorating contest. I understand the city's had it in years past, but kind of got away from it. So we're going to work on implementing that program again this year for our residents to get in the spirit of the holidays and make the city look festive during the holidays.
Very good.
Sounds good.
Okay, oral council reports?
Yes, Madam Mayor, at least I get a chance to put my 2 cents worth in here in thanking our outgoing mayor for his able leadership this past year for us.
It's all right, John.
Done a great job for us. And he's going to be with us for a couple of more years at least, so we're still going to be together as a council that is helping the city to move forward. And I just want to put my own 2 cents worth in, and thank you very much, Leonard, for your able.
Thank you, John.
Oh, and Joe, I was informed this evening on our Christmas decorations out there on the streets, the ones that are supposed to be lighted. I guess over on the other side of town, there's a few of them that are unlighted. Could you have somebody check into that, please?
We have the order in Mayor Pro Tem, yeah.
Okay,
They're going to be checking them
Great,
shortly.
thank you.
Okay. So all I have to do is just reconvene. Okay. Okay, I am going to reconvene the Community Redevelopment Agency.
Okay. Yeah, we've already had the roll call votes. Roll call.
To open?
Oh, wait a minute. No, we did RDA. Yeah.
Okay.
We
So
got
just-
open RDA. We've even voted on a couple of things right here, right?
Yeah. Okay, this is a time reserved for members of the audience wishing to speak on agenda items on and not on the agenda. This period will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Maximum time allocated is 15 minutes. Please step forward and give us anybody wishing to speak. Step forward and give us your name and address for the record. There being no one, I will go to resolutions. B1, adopt resolution number 2005-035, approving pre-issue warrants and regular warrants in the amount of $2,893.48.
Move it.
Second. Roll call.
Roll call, please.
Director Schultz?
Yes.
Director Canada?
Yes.
Director Chaidez?
Yes.
Vice Chairmember Heckerman?
Yes.
Chairmember Prida?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Consent calendar, C1.
Motion to approve in its entirety, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Agency action, new business.
No.
No.
Discussion items.
Discussion
D1.
items under D1. D1, right here.
Okay, presentation of minutes, October 25th, 2005.
Motion to approve.
Second.
November 8th.
Wait a minute, you got to get a vote on the first one.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Not November 8th.
November 8th, 2005.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Now new business.
New business. No new business, closed session.
None, Madam Chair.
Oral staff reports.
None at this time.
Oral agency reports.
Motion to adjourn to Tuesday, December 13th, 2005 at 6 p.m.
Second.
We go to housing authority or we go to
Public
closed session?
housing.
Okay, we are adjourned on that one.
Oh, man.
Now it's housing.
Now we're going to housing authority. This is a time reserved for members of the audience. A roll call.
Wait for the call, roll call. Okay, now you can go roll call.
Roll call, please.
Director Schultz?
Yes.
Director Mahar?
Here.
Director Canada?
Here.
Director Heckerman?
Here.
Vice Chairmember Prida?
Here.
Chairmember Chaidez?
Here.
You have a quorum?
Okay, at this time, I'll ask for reorganization of the Public Housing Authority. Want to give her the gavel?
I'm fine. There you go. I open nominations for chairmember of the Public Housing Authority.
I nominate Petra Prida as the chairman.
I second that.
Are there any more nominations?
Move nomination be closed.
All in favor of Prida for chairmember? Say aye.
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 Motion carries.
You're back in it.
You poor soul. Give her that gavel back.
She got it.
Make sure she doesn't throw it at anybody. Including myself.
I'm moving back. Just hold it up here.
Okay. Oral communications, items on and not on the agenda.
Oh, you need a vice chair. You're leaving John out of the loop.
Sorry about that.
Hey, don't worry about it.
You don't want to go to Sano anyway.
No,
Did I leave somebody out?
you have to open the nominations for vice chair.
Okay. I'll open nominations for a vice chair.
I'll nominate John Heckerman for vice chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Close nomination.
Oh, well.
That's okay.
Oh, well.
You're all right.
I'll make it.
Now you go oral
This is only
communication.
a person.
Okay, oral communications, items on and not on the agenda. This is the time reserved for members of the audience wishing to speak on items on and not on the agenda. This period will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Maximum time allocated is 15 minutes. Anybody wishing to speak, step forward and give us your name and address for the record, please. There being no one, we go to A1, adopt resolution number 2005-013, approving warrants for housing assistance payments for a total of $64,808.40.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call?
Director Schultz?
Yes.
Director Mahar?
Yes.
Director Canada?
Yes.
Director Chaidez?
Yes.
Vice Chair Member Heckerman?
Yes.
Chair Member Prida?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, consent calendar, Section 8, Housing Assistance Program, monthly report for October the 25th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Discussion items, approval of minutes, October 25th, 2005, regular meeting.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carries. Board appointment of Public Housing Authority Director.
I could say that at this point in time, we still have openings for housing director positions. So if anybody in the public wants to sit up here and are receiving public assistance in the way of Section 8 from the city, there's still an opening here. We had a couple of applicants that have applied. We also had some vacancies on the commissions, and it looks like these people are probably going to go to some of our commissions rather than the Public Housing Authority. So we still have an opening here at Public Housing Authority. So if you're interested in the public, want to come out and participate in this process for public housing, there's still an opening. Please submit your letters, send them to the city clerk, and we'll be more than happy to consider your nomination. Thank you.
So that's left open for the time.
This has been a public service
That's
announcement.
left open for the time being, just no appointment tonight.
Okay.
So go to
New business. D, new business. E, closed session. F, oral staff reports. Oral board reports.
none.
I move to adjourn the meeting until Tuesday, December 21st, 2005 at 6 o'clock.
Second.
Tuesday, December 27th?
Oh.
There you go.
We have to go to closed
We
session.
have to go to closed session at this time. We'll be back out in shortly.
Yes, Madam Mayor. City Council did conduct a duly authorized closed session under Government Code. No action was taken in the closed session, therefore there is no reporting requirements at this time. That concludes my presentation. Let's go eat.
Let's go eat. Motion adjourned.
We're adjourned.
I was able to pull mine and get it in my purse.
You got to wait and sign all this.